And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with the Game Boy Geek.
Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here. Growing up, I'm sure we all remember the story of the three little pigs. I'll huff and puff and I will blow your house down. Now, today we're going to check out the Three Little Pigs from Yellow, which was released right around Gen Con 2013, which I just got back from, and this was one of my pleasant surprises. So we're going to have to check this out, play it. It's a family game, about 20 minutes to play, 7 and up, 2 to 5 players. It is a fun little family game, and I've got some big predictions for this game, so check it out. I first want you to see how cool the box is. It looks just like a book with a bookmark with the Three Little Pigs, and it sits on a shelf. It looks just like a book, which is really cool. It even opens like a book, and it also even has the Three Little Pigs, the actual story, in there that you could read to the kids. Also, the inside of the box holds the components nice, has some nice artwork with some little guides to showing you how to play the game in it as well. In Three Little Pigs, you're trying to build and complete as many houses as you can and hopefully have them be strong enough to withhold the blowing of the wolf. So what happens on your turn is you take the dice, 5 dice, pink dice here, and it's a Yahtzee dice rolling mechanic, similar to the King of Tokyo from Yellow. And we have doors here and wolves and windows. So on the dice we have doors, windows, roofs, and a wolf. If you roll a wolf, this has to be put to the side. You can no longer roll it. Now, just like Yahtzee and in King of Tokyo, you can keep any of these other dice and keep trying to roll. Or you could stop at any time. Now, if you stop, you're going to take certain things. Now, you'll see that we have straw, wood, and brick houses, and we have roofs, windows, and doors. And you'll see on each of these are different points. All of the ones that are in straw have 2 pigs, which means they take 2 dice of that kind to get it, and they're worth that many points at the end. So in this case, I have 3 doors. So we come over here, here's a door, here's 3 pigs. I need 3 dice to get a wood door, and I could build that. At the end of the game, if this is on a completed house, I'll get 3 points for this tile. So I can either stop now and just take my 3 doors, or I could keep the ones I wanted and roll again. Maybe I'll keep the 2 doors, and I will roll again. Ooh, now I've got 4 doors, and I'll stop because if I have 4 doors, I now can get a brick door. So I would take this, put it in my own little play area off to the side, and I have a brick door, and then it would be the next person's turn. And this goes on and on where people are rolling this. Now, if any time during the time somebody has 2 wolves, they have to stop what they're doing. They have to choose a specific opponent and a specific building of theirs, and then they have to try to blow it down using the blow wheel. Now let's take a look at a scenario and show you how this might work. Now as you notice, you don't have to just build your houses of the same thing. We have a straw roof and 2 bricks here. We have 2 straws and a brick, and we have 2 woods and a straw. It doesn't matter, but these are all sort of completed buildings. And so when you're rolling the 2 wolves, you get to pick an opponent, pick a building. So let's say we picked this building here. So we have a straw and wood here. Person would take this the spin wheel, and they would actually blow on it like they were a wolf. Let's take a look. Alright, it's wood. So what would happen is, I had selected this house. Both of these pieces of wood would get completely removed from the game, and this is there. Now if I had blown on the pinwheel and I had gotten brick, and I had selected this house beforehand, these 2 bricks would go away, and anytime you have just a roof, the house collapses as well and it gets removed. Now as you notice, you don't have to just build your houses of the same thing. We have a straw roof and 2 bricks here. We have 2 straws and a brick, and we have 2 woods and a straw. It doesn't matter, but these are all sort of completed buildings. And so when you're rolling the 2 wolves, you get to pick an opponent, pick a building. So let's say we picked this building here. So we have a straw and wood here. Person would take this the spin wheel, and they would actually blow on it like they were a wolf. Let's take a look. Alright, it's wood. So what would happen is, I had selected this house. Both of these pieces of wood would get completely removed from the game, and this is there. Now if I had blown on the pinwheel and I had gotten brick, and I had selected this house beforehand, these two bricks would go away, and anytime you have just a roof, the house collapses as well and it gets removed. So this continues. Each player gets to roll the dice and try to get for what they're going for. Let's say he keeps the doors, and he gets 4 doors, and he could take a 4-pig door, which is the brick, and start building. Now there are some rules when you're building the houses. You can't start with a roof. You could start with a door. You could start with a window. You could put multiple windows. You could put as many windows as you want. But once the roof is on a house, it is then considered complete, and you can no longer build on it. So you could have multiple windows. You could have one window. You could actually even just have a window and a roof, and that's a finished house. You could also just have a window and a door, and that's a finished house. It doesn't have to be all 3, and there could be more. And you can't put the roof on until the end, and then it's complete. Those are some of the little rules of building the house. Now this continues until, depending on however many players there are, you see there's 9 stacks of tiles. Basically, for as many players there are, and you can play from 2 to 5, let's say there's 2 players, as soon as 2 of these stacks are gone, the game's over and you count up the points. Otherwise, if there's 5 players, you'd have to completely run out of 5 tiles. 5 sets of tiles to be the end of the game. Now at the end of the game, there's a couple of these bonus points. Some of them happen during the game. If you're the first person to build a house that has at least a window, a door, and a roof of brick, you would get this 2-point bonus card. Same for a wood or a straw house that's all straw, all wood, and has at least a window, a roof, and a door. At the end of the game, the one who has the most completed houses is going to get 3. The one who's going to have the tallest house is going to get 3. And the one that has the most flower pots. Some of these actually have flower pots on. This is 2 of them would get this 3-point bonus. Now there's also the basic game actually plays without these variant cards, but if you're playing with real young people, probably not play with them, but with all other players, it makes this a lot more interesting and adds a lot to the strategy. And at the end of the game, once all the tiles are gone, as I mentioned before, and you take all these bonus points, you count up the points, and the one with the most points is the winner. Alright, well there's 3 little pigs. Nothing raises eyebrows more than 2 grown men rolling pink dice and playing 3 little pigs on an airplane back from Gen Con. Yes, myself and my playtest partner were playing this on the way home. We got all sorts of weird looks. Why are these 2 grown men with playing this game with pink dice and laughing? Yeah, okay, it was a little weird for people to laugh at us playing, but that's how fun it was that we didn't mind that we were playing it alone. I played it with kids now, and I played it with family. This game is a whole lot of fun. I'm calling this King of Tokyo Light. And some of you are going, huh? King of Tokyo, it's already light. What are you talking about? True, it is pretty light, but this is even lighter. But it's kind of similar. You got the dice, you get the same dice rolling mechanics of Yahtzee, same one as King of Tokyo. You get the little bonuses there. You can hurt your opponents. You know, you roll the wolf. It's kind of like rolling the claw. Sometimes you do it by accident and you have to blow someone's house down. Sometimes you do it on purpose. I love this game. It's so fun. It is a great family game. Everybody that I've played it with, like, they kind of eye, like, oh, you're going to play 3 Little Pigs? Yeah, okay, it's probably going to stink. And then we start playing it, and they're like, oh, I like this game. And we play it over and over and over again because it's quick. I'm going to go on the record, and I don't usually do predictions, but I am going to predict that this game is going to probably be one of the nominations for the Dice Towers Family Game of the Year for 2013. I have nothing to do with those awards. I have no influence, but I'm just saying. Anyway, if you have kids, or if you don't even have kids, I don't have kids, and I'm keeping the game because it's fun. And I don't care that it has pink dice, and I don't care if you yell at me because it's fun. And when I blow your house down, and I take that little spindle and I blow it, and your brick's coming down, and I'm laughing in your face, hey, it doesn't get much better than that. Check out 3 Little Pigs. It's going to blow your mind. It's going to be so fun, and you didn't know what's going to hit you.
So much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.